12 acres on Toronto's waterfront could be a window to the future if developers have their way. Sidewalk Labs, which is owned by Google's parent company, Alphabet, wants to transform a largely empty industrial area into a connected neighborhood, a showpiece for what technology can do in an urban setting. The details are still under wraps, but without a doubt, it would be built on data, and lots of it. Cameras could be used to trigger adaptive traffic lights and crosswalks. Sensors could gauge when garbage cans and recycling bins need emptying. Even weather monitors could turn street lamps on and off. But as Jacqueline Hansen shows us, any talk about data collection inevitably leads to talk about privacy and whether the concept of a smart city goes too far.
I heard so many important things.
A few blocks north of the proposed smart city site, a public consultation.
I think one has to really understand the extent to which privacy will be protected.
Who owns the data collected from residents and visitors, even which country it will be stored in, is unclear.
We didn't talk about if we even want to collect data. All we're talking about now is mitigating the impacts of it being collected.
There are concerns that current regulations aren't ready for projects like this.
Our policies and laws are not set up and they're not up to speed to manage these sort of smart city ideas.
Quayside is this L-shaped piece of land around here.
The proposed site is relatively small, but its potential to influence development elsewhere is huge.
The purpose of Quayside, and I think Waterfront Toronto set this out as an objective, is that it be an experiment.
That heightens the need to get decisions, particularly around data, right.
We've known all along that understanding how people would be comfortable that data is being collected only for a specific purpose, not on a wild goose chase in the hopes that it's somehow valuable, that was going to be a top-level concern.
Sidewalk Labs' complete proposal is expected by the end of the year, but there's no guarantee it will be accepted.
Can we, in fact, wrestle these big policy questions to the ground in a way that's satisfactory to the citizens of Toronto and satisfactory to the governments? And I believe we can do it, but that, it remains to be seen.
Talk about it.
While the technology is expected to be ambitious, making it a reality that the company, the citizens, and all three levels of government can agree on will be the project's greatest challenge. Jacqueline Hansen, CBC News, Toronto.
There are a number of other cities leading the charge in smart technology, including Singapore, with driverless taxis and smart traffic sensors. Dubai is also experimenting with using artificial intelligence, AI, to provide government services and collect instant feedback from citizens. And London is planning transit routes by tracking how people move around the city.